Okay, hey YouTube. So I tried recording yesterday. Look at my face. This is ridiculous. I've never had acne issues. Look at my face. Pregnancy sucks. No, let me not say that. Anyway, I tried to record yesterday, and every time I went to record, something was happening. I did record one video. Then one time I was talking and it wasn't even recording. Like, I looked at the phone and it was not recording the whole time. I don't even remember which one that was, but so basically I already did the one about me getting hit, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, so people always be like, don't tell this person that, don't tell this person this, why you tell this person that, why you tell this person this. And I've always been an open book. So I always, I don't have a problem telling anything because ain't no shame in my game. My past is my past. Can't nobody use it against me. So I don't mind talking about things. But like even now, like while I'm in the situation that I'm in, like the girl that I'm with, the one that I help out, she always be telling me, stop telling people you stay in a motel. This when I was in a motel. Stop telling people you stay in a motel. And I'm like, why? And then she be lying to people talking about me and her got an apartment together. Why lie? Like, what is the point? Or she'll be like, stop telling people, you homeless or whatever the case may be. Then the other day, my grandma, she was like, she's in New York. And, I got friends in New York, so I still talk to some of them. And one of the girls I talk to, a lot, and she calls and checks on me. So she knows my whole situation. So she's like, oh, such and such mother came up to me the other day, and we were talking, and she asked me how you were doing. She said, and I told her everybody was upset or whatever still from, I guess I should stop picking with it, huh? Upset from my brother's funeral. She thought that's what she was talking about. And she was like, no. She said, I heard that she's not doing too well down there. So that pissed my grandma off because for one, my grandma don't like for people to gossip, especially about us or her family, right? And for two, she don't like nobody knowing family business, period, at all. So that pissed her off. So she was like, well, I don't know where you heard that from, but you need to go back to them and find out, whatever it is you need to know. So I already knew she was feeling some type of way when she told me that story. So she was like, well, so you talk to her daughter still? I said, yeah. She was like, well, how would she know? How would her mom know what you got going on down there? I was like, because I talked to her daughter. She was like, so you tell her stuff like that? I said, yeah. She said, why? I said, because she's my friend and she calls and checks on me. She said, okay, well, why would she tell your mom your business? I mean, her mom your business. I said, because that's her mom. She was like, well, I don't like that, how she came up to me and mentioned that because that's not her business to be talking about and she shouldn't ask me that and you shouldn't be telling people your business. And I'm like, why not? She was like, because why would you want people to know your business? You're not doing good. Why would you want people to know that? I said, what does it matter to me? What they gonna do, talk about me and I don't live up there no more? What they gonna do, hurt my feelings? Like, what is the purpose of not telling people my business? She was like, yeah, I guess you're right. She was like, but that's not how we grew up. How we grew up, you better not say nothing that go on in the family, in the household. I said, yeah, I know how y'all grew up. I said, but I know she gossiped, her mom. I know she gossiped. She been doing that her whole life. Well, since I was little anyways. So I already know that, but it don't make me no difference because what is she gonna, she can't hurt me up there. She can't, her telling my business. I don't care who she tell up there. I'm not even up there. I don't care who knows down here where I'm at now. I mean, this is my situation. I'm in it. That's all it is. I mean, what is it? I should be ashamed or something? I don't care. And so my thing is, like, I was watching a video the other day on DoorDash, and she was like that people be like, oh, stop, don't say this, don't say that, don't ask for help. And she was like, the fact that she asked for help, a lot of people were coming at her, like, basically, what you call it, just fucking with her on her page or whatever, because she was asking for help. And she was like, you know, that hurt her feelings, but at the same time, if she didn't ask for the help, she wouldn't have got the help that she needed. And I totally agree with her. Like, I don't ask people for stuff. That's one thing I don't do. Like, I'm learning to accept more, because that's another thing that I didn't like to do before. But the way God is humbling me now, I've learned to accept more. So when people offer me things, I'll take it more now than I would before. But yeah, so I don't go asking people for anything, but I don't mind telling people my situation or what I'm going through or anything like that. The other day, I was at work, and this lady, they were buying stuff for the homeless, her and her daughter. It was too cute. I think I made a video about that too, but and she, I was like, you know, I appreciate what y'all do. I thank y'all, because, you know, I'm also homeless, so I know how it is, and I really appreciate the stuff that y'all are doing. And, you know, me and her talked or whatever. She asked where I was staying at and stuff like that. And then she gave me $20. Now, at the time, and again, I made a video about this. I don't think I posted it yet. But at the time, I didn't have no money. I was literally standing there trying to figure out what I was going to eat after I got off of work. Because if I don't eat right away, I get sick. I get really sick. Start throwing up and stuff. Like, kind of like I am right now. I'm trying to drink this smoothie. So until I find something to eat. I wanted a pork chop, but the place where I buy pork chops from ain't serving no more food now. And then I wanted chicken, lemon pepper chicken, but that's when my friend called me, and she's a little tipsy, so she couldn't drive, so I had to come get her and bring her to this balloon release. It's so beautiful. I don't know. Her cousin died. I mean, it's not beautiful, the situation, but I'm talking about the balloons and stuff. But yeah, her cousin died Monday, I think. So they're doing a balloon release where she died at. But yeah, what is the point of keeping your mouth shut? You never know who you might come across that hears your story that might want to help you or can help you or is in a position to put you in a better position or offer you a job, a better job. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have no problem, you know, telling my story. I don't have no problem saying what it is. And I won't flat out ask for help, but if I get desperate, I'll ask. I'm learning to do that, like I said, you know, and I accept more now because of the situation that I'm in. That's how God has humbled me. But I don't believe in keeping your mouth shut. I believe a closed mouth don't get fed. That's what I believe. And you ain't got to always go asking or begging people for stuff, you know what I'm saying, or using people to get stuff. But if somebody hears your story and they want to help out, like the lady with the $20, you know, take it. Accept the help. Like I said, you never know. Maybe that lady might be able to go talk to somebody else and then come back to my job and find me somewhere to live or find me a better job or anything. So yeah, I don't believe that you should keep your mouth shut. I believe that you need to talk, you need to speak your truth. You're living in it. And don't worry about what everybody else is talking about, what everybody else got to say. Like, and then I started to say something to my friend because of what her mom said to my grandma. You know, I started to just be like, you know, my grandma did not appreciate, because she knows my grandma. She knows my grandma. She knows how my grandma is. And I think, like, her mom, I don't think she was being intentionally messy, but she knew better than to approach my grandma and ask her about me. about that. You get what I'm saying? And then to say, oh, I heard, such and such. That, no, anyway. So I started to text my friend and tell her, like, my grandma is not happy about what your mom said or whatever. But I thought about it and I was like, I'm just going to leave it alone because it don't even matter. My grandma said what she said, which was nothing. And by right, she should have. I mean, because, like she said, that's not her business to be talking about anyway. So, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the balloons. But, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. I got another video I want to do. I'm gonna do it in a little bit after I find me some food. But yeah, don't be ashamed to tell your story. Don't be ashamed to talk about what you're going through. Speak on it. You never know whose ears might be listening. You never know. All right, love y'all. Bye.